It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been away from the camera and YouTube for a couple weeks now, and I kind of went through my own kind of dark night of the soul, I guess you could say. And during this time period, there's all kinds of crazy shit, crazy vibes going on. If you're aware of kind of like, the astral stuff, we had the eclipse. Everybody talks about the eclipse bringing in, new things and shifts in your life. And the biggest thing I got from it all, from this time period in the past couple weeks, was acceptance. People don't like that word, There's a fine line between acceptance and then just choosing to kind of give up. Or, this is my life, this is how I go, everything's kind of comfortable, I'll just accept it. I don't mean that. That's where there's a fine line between accepting a situation and just simply giving up because there's friction there. Now, I'm not telling anybody to give up on a dream or a life goal or anything like that. Acceptance really came about to me is life is pretty unpredictable. We can have visions, we can, these people on the internet who just sit and, manifest. Well, they have this picture painted in their brain, right? And if they don't properly manifest into the real world what they want, they're gonna freak out. Well, things can happen in life. Health scares, family members, relationships, all these dynamic things that are part of a regular human's life, well, they could throw curveballs at us. Work, weather, what have you, right? And those are the things that we can't plan for and sometimes can't necessarily change. I know it sucks, but it's part of life. So what can happen with people is when you have a plan, you have a goal or something you're trying to reach, and there's that bend in the road, oftentimes a lot of people will focus solely on that, oh, this happened and it screwed up my whole life plan, and they just focus on the negative of it, right? They just focus on this tiny thing, and instead of trying to navigate around it, they obsess and they get upset, and it's like an internal thing that kind of eats away at you. What accepting a situation does is help you surpass those negative emotions, surpass what's holding you back, and just being real and being just open with what life threw at you. So, say, I'm going to throw out an example, right? I'll throw out a personal example. There was a time where I really had this vision in my mind that I was moving from Florida to Utah. Everything logically made sense to me. The location, the environment, hikes, the work environment. It wasn't kind of like, oh, I Googled something to look cool. I did a lot of research and a lot of things made it seem like the place I wanted to be. That's what I envisioned. I sat there, I pictured what I was going to do, the people I was going to hang out with, what my life would be like. And unfortunately, what happened was I got out there, and sometimes when you have your feet on the ground, things could be a little different. Finding work was a little difficult. Finding a place to rent was a little difficult. And I had these kind of obstacles that came about, and unfortunately, because I had little money traveling halfway across the country, my funds were running low, and I was like, I don't have enough for first month's rent, last month's rent, my security deposit, and the more that time was taking to land my job and land a place, the more my funds were dwindling. And it came to a point where I just had to accept the situation and be like, this plan, this vision that I had for myself ain't gonna pan out. It's not gonna work out. So I have to accept that situation and just move on. Right? Shift gears, like I've talked in other videos. Life will throw curveballs at you. Life is not a straight line. It's not just a straight runway. There's curves and bends in the road, and you have to shift gears to navigate those bends. And acceptance is one of those tools that helps you emotionally take off that bag and just be like, all right, I accept this situation. This wasn't what I envisioned, but I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to hold that negative BS inside of myself because it didn't work out the way I thought it would. This can pertain to relationships all the time, where you're involved with this person, you put all this trust into them, you show them love, appreciation, you work together, you have fights, but then you come back, and you put all this time and effort, and you have this long-term vision of this relationship, and then it doesn't pan out, or you get cheated on, or these things happen that were out of your control. You could hold on to those emotions and just be like, I'm thinking of the memories, I'm thinking of the good times, I'm thinking of the bad, and it holds inside of you, and it musters, and it's like a poison that you're holding inside of your own body. It's gonna slowly kill you. But if you accept and be like, all right, I got cheated on, she wasn't faithful, he wasn't faithful, I put my trust in that person. That's life. I just have to accept it, move on, and it releases that BS that's inside you, that negative, uncomfortable poison of emotion. So use acceptance if you're going through some hard times. Accept the situation and be like, all right, this is my life at this moment. But don't let it just be, oh, this is my life, I'm just going to accept it and blindly be a zombie throughout your life. No, my friend. Accept the situation and navigate it. Shift gears. Maybe your life has a new opening, a new door that's coming along your path that you don't know yet. But by accepting your situation, you're going along your life path and you're going to keep moving towards your goal or what kind of ideal life you have or want. You can still have that vision and still work towards it. And then something else might come down the road that you didn't even expect. Blindside you and shit could be awesome. So if you're going through some tough times or you're spinning your wheels because life isn't working out too well, and I get it, a lot of people are probably going through that now with how expensive things are, housing, work, maybe you gotta move in with your family to save some cash. It's not the most ideal situation. Trust me, I totally understand. But guess what? If you accept, be like, okay, I'm gonna accept and embrace this. It is what it is, but I'm gonna keep working towards what I want. I'm still gonna have that hope and vision. You're gonna be fine. So learn to accept and keep that vision in your mind, and I'm telling you, you will do great. You will feel better, and it will take the stress and strain off of your life. So if you guys like this, please comment, hit the bell notification if you like this video and you would like to see more videos like this. Leave a comment below. I like to hear feedback from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Take care.